Before we begin this powerful story, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We share real stories that inspire, teach, and stay with you. Your support helps us keep them going. Then the Lord said to Moses, "See, I have made you like God to Pharaoh, and your brother Aaron will be your prophet. You must say everything I command you, and Aaron will speak to Pharaoh to let the Israelites go out of his country. But I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and though I multiply my signs and wonders in Egypt, he will not listen to you. Then I will lay my hand on Egypt, and with mighty acts of judgment, I will bring out my people, the Israelites, and the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand and bring the Israelites out." Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord commanded. Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 when they spoke to Pharaoh. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "When Pharaoh says, 'Perform a miracle,' then say to Aaron, 'Take your staff and throw it down before Pharaoh, and it will become a snake.'" So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and did just as the Lord commanded. Aaron threw down his staff in front of Pharaoh and his officials, and it became a snake. Pharaoh then summoned his wise men and sorcerers, and the Egyptian magicians did the same by their secret arts. Each one threw down his staff, and it became a snake. But Aaron's staff swallowed up their staffs. Still, Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he would not listen, just as the Lord had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Pharaoh's heart is unyielding. He refuses to let the people go. Go to Pharaoh in the morning as he goes out to the river. Confront him on the bank of the Nile, and take in your hand the staff that was changed into a snake. Then say to him, 'The Lord, the God of the Hebrews, has sent me to say, let my people go, so that they may worship me in the wilderness. But until now, you have not listened. This is what the Lord says. By this you will know that I am the Lord. With the staff in my hand, I will strike the water of the Nile, and it will be changed into blood. The fish will die, the river will stink, and the Egyptians will not be able to drink its water." The Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, take your staff and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, over its rivers, canals, ponds, and reservoirs, and they will turn to blood. Blood will be everywhere in Egypt, even in vessels of wood and stone." Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord had commanded. Aaron raised the staff and struck the water of the Nile in the sight of Pharaoh and his officials, and all the water was turned into blood. The fish died, the river smelled so bad the Egyptians couldn't drink from it. Blood was everywhere. But the Egyptian magicians did the same by their secret arts, and Pharaoh's heart became hard. He would not listen. Instead, he turned and went into his palace, not even taking this to heart. All the Egyptians dug along the Nile to get drinking water because they couldn't drink the river water. 7 days passed after the Lord struck the Nile. Exodus chapter 8. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go to Pharaoh and say to him, 'This is what the Lord says. Let my people go, so that they may worship me. If you refuse, I will send a plague of frogs on your whole country. The Nile will teem with frogs. They will come into your palace, your bedroom, even onto your bed, into the houses of your officials and your people, into your ovens and kneading troughs. Frogs will be everywhere, on you and your people and all your officials." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, stretch out your hand with your staff over the streams and canals and ponds, and make frogs come up on the land of Egypt." So Aaron stretched out his hand, and frogs came up and covered the land. But the magicians did the same by their secret arts, and they also brought frogs up. Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Pray to the Lord to take the frogs away from me and my people, and I will let your people go to offer sacrifices." Moses said, "I leave to you the honor of setting the time for me to pray for you and your officials, that the frogs may be gone, except those in the Nile." "Tomorrow," Pharaoh said. Moses replied, "It will be as you say, so that you may know there is no one like the Lord our God. The frogs will leave you, your houses, your officials, and your people. Only in the Nile will they remain." After Moses and Aaron left Pharaoh, Moses cried out to the Lord. The Lord did what Moses asked. The frogs died in the houses, in the courtyards, and in the fields. They were piled into heaps, and the land reeked of them. But when Pharaoh saw there was relief, he hardened his heart and would not listen, just as the Lord had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike the dust of the ground, and throughout Egypt the dust will become gnats." They did this, and when Aaron stretched out his hand and struck the dust, gnats came on people and animals. All the dust throughout Egypt became gnats. But when the magicians tried to produce gnats by their secret arts, they couldn't. They said to Pharaoh, "This is the finger of God." But Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he would not listen. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Get up early in the morning and confront Pharaoh as he goes to the river. Say to him, 'This is what the Lord says. Let my people go. If you do not, I will send swarms of flies on you, your officials, and your people. The houses of the Egyptians will be full of flies. Even the ground will be covered with them. But on that day, I will deal differently with the land of Goshen, where my people live. No flies will be there, so you will know that I, the Lord, am in this land. I will make a distinction between my people and your people." And the Lord did this. Dense swarms of flies poured into Pharaoh's palace and into every Egyptian house. The land was ruined by them. Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Go, sacrifice to your God, here in the land." But Moses said, "That would not be right. The sacrifices we offer would be detestable to the Egyptians. We must take a 3-day journey into the wilderness to offer sacrifices to the Lord." Pharaoh said, "I will let you go and sacrifice in the wilderness, but don't go far. Now pray for me." Moses said, "As soon as I leave you, I will pray. Tomorrow the flies will leave." And Moses left Pharaoh and prayed. The Lord did as Moses asked. The flies left Pharaoh, his officials, and his people. Not a fly remained. But once again, Pharaoh hardened his heart and would not let the people go.